Alright, so sorry guys about that again. We started recording, the camera shut down again. So, hopefully it's not going to do that this time, because if it does, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, since we deleted the other part, they're not actually going to know that it shut down even once. But yeah,
big game, so you know.
Alright, well anyways, yeah, what I was going to say was that that Retina is basically the equivalent of what you'd get if the Joker got all Scarecrow's figures.
Yeah, it is.
If you mix the two characters together, it's pretty much the same thing.
I wasn't more surprised that you just told me this. So,
I did.
So, but I mean, that is kind of interesting, though. I never had thought about that before. If you just really think about that, you just never realized that. That's pretty interesting, but then again, Spinblast kind of reminds me of the, Apex and Sawyer Comics version of the Batman, so, I mean, we'll launch this out, they're almost kind of equal on that level, but, yeah, in tones, they're pretty similar, so, and, just in characters and with villains and such, they're pretty similar, so, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense.
Alright, well, anyways.
So, I can't remember where I left off, I think I was just finishing off with the final game, so I'll go ahead and move on to what we got after that. We got the, confrontation. For one, we got a surprising thing I didn't expect of Vertide basically taking out his wrath on Axel and beating him to a pulp.
This is actually the first time you've mentioned Vertide, though.
Oh, yeah, right. He was talking, yeah, we got some interesting scenes of him talking to Axel before this as well, that I didn't mention. Very good writing there, the actors did good. Yeah, so we had a couple of interesting moments I forgot to mention right there.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you should mention the fact that Vertide was involved in this to begin with, because this was technically Retina's plan, and Vertide basically in this anime actually joined.
That's true. I didn't mention that. Yeah, it's it was another It was another time where Vertide was once again trying to get Splints again, with basically giving Axel over to Ragnar and making him have to go through these games to save him.
Or just choosing to join the game.
Yeah, choosing to join the game, which in the end we knew Splints wasn't going to go through with. So, we knew he was going to have to end up going through this, because if he didn't also as well, Trax would have no reason to even step into the episode to show again. So, yeah, we kind of knew which one he was going to take, but that's Splints for you. So, but yeah, it was, once again our time where we got Vertide trying to get Splints, and I'm happy that, I mean, we've known for a little while now that this was going to be Vertide's doing, but I was happy that in the end they just chose to make it a part of Vertide instead of just leaving it to Ragnar and just having that happen, because, for one, I mean, really, we would have to have Ragnar get prison somehow, and I felt it just made a whole lot more sense with having the, whole thing linked to Vertide and him trying to get Splints again. It kind of continued Vertide's side of the story, and it just made the crossover a lot more interesting. So I think linking it to the Zamax was probably the better idea for this, instead of just leaving it in the hands of Ragnar, even though he was a good villain for this episode. But anyway, so leading on from the third game, we had the confrontation after Axel got beat up, which I expect, honestly. We got the confrontation of Ragnar and, Cyril, right? Yeah, Ragnar and Cyril with Draxel and Splints. It was pretty cool to get to see, for one. I like that we got to see Cyril kind of in the flashbacks, basically kind of getting at Draxel, because we got to see them again in the future, and they, Cyril even mentioned that, seeing Draxel again was, like, kind of sarcastically saying it was good to see him again. But, I mean, I thought it was pretty cool the moment we got to see both the characters in the present day as they were, come together again. That was pretty cool. And, getting to see, just Draxel and Splints standing against, Cyril and, Ragnar was a really cool moment. And the battle itself with the, what were you going to say?
Yes. I heard a while back, it was you or somebody else who said that they didn't see how Retina and Cyril and the rest of the Zamax guys who were fighting would be a match for Splints and Draxel. Did you change your mind on that?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I did. I gotta say, I changed my mind, on that thought. So, I guess it can be proven wrong. But, anyways, the whole, battle we got here was awesome. We got the Steelers of Spinblast and Traxel, I want to say Traxel. Steelers of Spinblast and Turbo T-Rex, they're combining their abilities to fight Cyril and Ragna, and some of the Zenimax gang members, and I mean, it was just we got really cool choreography here, and some really good moments with the Turbo T-Rex theme. It was pretty cool to see that one during the Spinblast episode, because we got to see the Spinblast theme in the Turbo T-Rex, and I feel like it worked really well with this one too. When the moment stopped, when the music toned down, we got scenes that fit with it. It kept in the motion of the song, and we just got a lot of really cool moments, and it really fit with the music well. And I feel like they didn't let down with bringing Ragna and Cyril to fighting Traxel and Splints. They weren't outnumbered, and they didn't get beat easily. We got a really good fight between them evenly matched, and it's just, I mean, it was really cool to see Traxel and Splints kind of working together to fight on Splints' side instead of going against somebody from Turbo T-Rexes. We finally got to see the Zenimax against Turbo T-Rexes.
Yeah, I liked how they pulled each other out of their nightmares and that.
Yeah, I was saying, I really liked that moment too as well. We actually got a lot of really good moments revolving around Ragna's powers on them, and just Splints and Traxel working together. We just got a lot of really good scenes between Splints and Traxel in this, which I think this episode needed for bringing the characters from their origin, kind of explaining the past between them, and just bring them into this episode.
Yeah, because I think this episode was really good in delving into their personal feelings on things, and what they thought about each other, and their opinion on things, and their stance on everything. And I really felt we got a lot of good character moments in this.
Yeah, the last one
delved into them.
The Turbo T-Rex crossover was kind of where we got them meeting each other again, and Traxel trying to seek help from Splints because he knew him in the past. And this one we got the whole story of how they knew each other and everything with that, and it really made the whole crossover put together have a lot more meaning, and more purpose with the characters, and it made it you realize how they do things together. And yeah, I think that what we got here with Splints and Traxel was really well done. The actors did a good job with their characters.
Notice the camera's not doing that, messing up anymore.
Yeah, I think I just need to get some of those reviews I had really good. But anyways, as I said, the whole battle we got here with Ragna and Cyril, Splints and Traxel was really good. A lot of really good choreography, good moments with the characters, and just a really good battle. It really was definitely what we were looking for in the climax when Splints and Traxel got through those games. It was exactly what we were looking for to see at the end.
Yeah, and I don't know if you ever mentioned this, but I thought the police confrontation was pretty good.
Yeah, too. I was just going to say that. I just remembered that. Yeah, the whole police confrontation too, where they were going to, where they realized that they found Turbo T-Rex because the police had seen him, one of the officers had seen him come in, and they had orders to come in and basically take him down dead or alive. We got a really good moment there too, because when basically Traxel and Splints they were trying to I don't think Splints said anything, but Traxel was trying to reason with them, tell them that it wasn't true, but the officers trying to follow through with their orders. When they were getting ready to shoot, I mean, you really didn't know. That was really intense scene, because you really didn't know how they were going to get out of it, and having basically Ragna come in and take him down. I thought it was an interesting way to do that, because, I mean, you didn't see it coming. I'm pretty sure nobody did. Yeah, so, I mean, I think that was a pretty interesting conclusion to that, and also it was a pretty good continuation for what we've seen in the police before, as in having them notice Triggers come in, because they had seen him leave, but they had suspicions he would come back at some point, since he had been there. I feel like there's a continuation to that. It was interesting to get to see that, and also having the police more involved was something I think that it needed, and I'm glad they get included. So yeah, when did Gates come in?
when they finished the battle, he and those extra Xanamax came in and were gonna shoot them because those other ones started coming in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see Jesse again in this episode too. We know he had been in the police, beforehand. And I didn't know if we were gonna get to see him, coming to the show in this episode, but we did. We got to see him. Get to be with Turbo Shirts as well.
You remember he's not part of the police, actually, right?
Yeah, he was just disguising in there. Yeah, but it was it was pretty interesting to see him step into and have his part. And the takedowns for Cyril and Ragnar were really good. I mean, we really got to see a moment where Splink was really mad at Ragnar and just was done with it. So, he was just done with Ragnar's games and everything, and what he had done with having Axel and all that. We just got to see a moment where Splink was done. That was really Splink's good moment for his character. But yeah, anyways, I think that's moving on from the battle. Just to put it all into something with all the games and everything, we got a lot of really interesting character moments and good writing. I forgot to mention the moment also where Splink and Traxel were talking on their way to the third game. That was also really good as well. A lot of the writing in there. Another really good moment, well done moment between the characters. Just the whole thing. I felt it kept to the Spinblast tone, and we got a really good teamwork between them. A really awesome battle with good writing and good moments. It was just well done. I think that it was exactly what we were looking for in Spinblast crossover. With Turbo Shirts on Amtech City's end. In Spinblast anyways, because I guess Drexel was on Amtech City too. Yeah, from Amtech City's end and on Spinblast side, it was... I think it was what we were looking for. Definitely was what I was looking for. So, anyways, I think that brings me to the final moments, with Swanson and Traxel. We once again got some really great moments with Traxel and Splink again at the end. I think that was one of the big highlights of this, was we got a really lot of great scenes with Splink and Traxel, and that was what this episode was meant to have, so I think they really handled that really well. What was his? Waytham Blackish. Wait, what's his name?
Who are you referring to?
Blacks. The director of Spinblast.
Where's your Blacks?
Yeah, Razor Blacks, not Waytham Blacks.
Waytham Blacks is the guy who plays Starcaster.
Oh, yeah, you can direct with Blacks. Razor Blacks, I think he did a really good job with bringing Spinblast in again and inviting Turbo Shirts into the story, but still keeping it as the Spinblast series. And because we were kind of delving more into the darker side of the story here with the past and stuff, and
yeah, this episode was mostly directed by Razor Blacks, and you could really kind of tell.
Yeah, the tone really kept to what Razor Blacks does with the Spinblast series, and it wasn't the same as the last one where we had a balance of the difference between Strike Ironton's side and Razor Blacks. This was a Razor Blacks episode, and you could really tell by everything that happened in the tones and everything that just occurred in the episode and the way it was done. You could tell, but nonetheless, that was definitely good for Spinblast, because I feel like bringing Turbo Shirts' tone of the series doesn't really work in Spinblast the way of bringing in a darker tone into Turbo Shirts would. So, yeah, I think that keeping it at Spinblast tone while introducing Turbo Shirts into the episode.
Well, you might have to get used to it, because if the show's ever crossed over all four, then there may be a part that's in Spinblast that's just connected to whatever's going on in the other crossovers, and it could be something totally ridiculous and not have anything to do with Spinblast. So,
yeah, yeah. But I feel like this one kept to Spinblast, and I felt like that was what we needed for this side, since of all the darker themes we had for this. It fit for Razor Blacks and the whole Spinblast tone. But anyways, as I said a moment ago, we got another good moment with Spinblast and Traxel. I liked the writing we got there and the actors, what they did with it. It was really good, and I liked the moment of the good luck again between the characters. Because we saw that at the end of the flashbacks, them tell each other good luck, and then we saw that again in the present, kind of to end off the episode with them. And I felt like that really worked. It was good. I felt like we got a good moment there, writing with the characters and all that. So, I mean, I think that about sums down the episode. We got, as I said, we got some surprising stuff with Navis, and
I think that next crossover though, and whatever crossovers it happens to be in, I kind of want to see another exit for the characters besides handshaking and going away.
Yeah, because that's kind of what we saw in both these parts.
That's kind of what we saw in all the crossovers.
And in Turbo Jerks,
and in
Man of Steel.
Mm-hmm. That's what I meant.
We need to drop the handshakes and flying away and just get some other way.
Yeah.
I think we need to do that next time. So, directors listening out there, you should work on something else besides handshaking and flying away. If you can't fly, don't make him drive away. Just work it out somehow, or it doesn't seem like it's something that's been done already like it does sometimes in the first wave of shows. But, anyways, back on to the episode. Overall, the whole thing was really good. I really liked it. I think that they Razor Blast handled this episode the way it should have been as the Spinblast side of the crossover. Because the story didn't drop here just for the sake of bringing Turbo Jerk somehow, and it kept up with the story. We got the continuation of Vertige's vendetta against Splints.
Yeah, actually, because if you think about it, if Turbo Jerks hadn't been there, it still would have been as if the same. It would have
exactly.
Been
so it still continued everything in the story. I mean, the police side was a little more linked to Turbo Jerks, but that was just for that. I mean, that didn't really have to be in there. So, well, if Turbo Jerks was somebody in it, kind of had to be in there. It wouldn't really work. But I mean, if Turbo Jerks hadn't been in the episode at all, then that wouldn't have had to have been in there. And I think the episode really could have just worked with the games and Navis side of the story. So I think we just continued everything right here, and we didn't just drop it for the sake of bringing in Turbo Jerk for the second side of the crossover. So, yeah, it really worked. As I said, decent amount of times here, we got a lot of really great writing and character moments, scene choreography, and everything, and I think all the actors handled their characters to the best. So, going on to a rating, honestly, for me, I think that just looking over everything that happened and the way it went with the unexpected choices and stuff with Navis, and the continuing scene of the story, the good scenes we got with the characters, flashbacks, everything just put together, I think this was just good to career crossover for me, and I think what that means. I'm just going to give this a 10 for me, because I feel like it was the equivalent for me in its own way. It was as I said, the origin and the explanation of, and kind of how Turbo Jerks explains, Turbo Jerks tries to explain get along. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. What do you think?
I think the character moments alone kind of what made it 10 for me. I thought we got
we did. Between all of them, with Splints and Axel, with Vertige and Splints and Axel and Regna and Traxel and Splints and just everything. I think I think it's totally deserving of that. The actors did a really good job in this one. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that at 10. I believe we should just the Turbo Jerks one, guys. You can let me know. Fantasy Blast. I don't want to say your name wrong. Sorry about that. Fantasy Blast 666. If you've seen this, I'm curious to know what your opinions are. So you can tell me. Anyways, so guys, was this far enough for you? You guys can let me know down in the comments like you usually do. Well, actually, you don't usually do because you don't always comment. But sometimes you guys tell me about it later on when we're talking or something or whatever. But this isn't important. Nobody needs to hear this right now. So, anyways, you guys can let me know down in the comments what you think. If this was fair, if there was anything I forgot, if you have different opinions on something, just let me know at all. So, keep checking back to Stay Inside on FFN for more Turbo Jerks reviews if you're interested in seeing the continuation to that series. And keep with me at AWMN for more on Spinblast. So, anyways, I'm going to leave this one with a 10. You guys can be back with me in my next review and Scaling on Spinblast. He's not Spinblast. Scaling on his next Turbo Jerks review. So anyways, guys, this is another Spinblast review with me and Scaling from AWMN and FFN. I'm getting this one here. So anyways, guys, we'll see you guys later.
See ya.